Good Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. And this is the daily video forecast discussion for Tuesday, the 7th of July, 7/7/2015. It's a soupy, muggy morning out there on this Tuesday, with temperatures generally running in the mid to the upper 70s across most of the region. And we do have some considerable amount of fog out there. It's a little bit foggy out there on eastern Long Island and also over interior valleys this morning, and the fog will begin to burn off and skies are becoming mostly sunny as you head further to the south and west. And the low clouds that are in the region this morning will begin to move out of the region during the next couple of hours, and any of the lighter rain showers that were around the region this morning are dissipating. They're the remnants of last night's convection that occurred across southeastern Pennsylvania and parts of the I-95 corridor. And the visibilities are being reduced in southern New England and Connecticut especially, where visibilities are down to less than a quarter of a mile in spots this morning. Morning pass of the visible satellite imagery this morning shows the clearing that's beginning to offset some of the clouds that are around the region this morning, as skies are already beginning to break up with the cloud cover across portions of central New Jersey and southern New Jersey down to the Delmarva, and this will continue throughout today, especially this morning. That means the atmosphere will be somewhat more unstable this afternoon, with more showers and thunderstorms developing in the tropical air mass that's in place. On the water vapor channel this morning, not too much lifting after last night's precipitable rain that fell across portions of this area. We'll show some of the storm reports in a moment. That gully gushers actually came down there. And this is the leading edge of the cold front across the Great Lakes and the Ohio River Valley area into the Midwest, and this will be moving slowly in our direction by tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon, with more heavy downpours across the region. Morning surface chart from WeatherONOke.com. A digital atmosphere software shows the leading edge of the warm front making its way now through northern New Jersey into the New York City metropolitan area and parts of the southern Connecticut shoreline here. And there's another prefrontal trough developing over central Pennsylvania. This is associated with the upper low that's weakening. As it does so, it means tropical moisture is going to be in place this afternoon, with more showers and thunderstorms developing in the unstable air mass. This is our leading edge of our cold front here out through the Great Lakes and into the Central Plains. This will be producing showers and thunderstorms ahead of and along it as it moves slowly in our direction during tomorrow afternoon. This graphic here from the Storm Prediction Center's mesoscale analysis will give you an idea of just how much the atmosphere is loaded with precipitable water to be tapped into. So any of the showers and thunderstorms across the region, better than 1.5 to almost 2 inches in parts of the Ohio River Valley. Any of the showers and thunderstorms that do develop over the next 24 hours will be capable of very heavy downpours and some strong gusty winds as well. And the Storm Prediction Center continues most of eastern Pennsylvania, central and southern New Jersey, excepting the coastline here outside of New York City and northwestern New Jersey, in a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms during this afternoon. The whole area is going to be in the area of chances for severe thunderstorms tomorrow and very heavy downpours. And finally, as we get to, let's see, this would be Thursday, again, front's going to stall. The showers and thunderstorms will redevelop across the region again, and we're still going to be at a moderate risk for showers and thunderstorms, severe showers and thunderstorms on that day. And this graphic here from the Mid-Atlantic River Forecasting Center from the beginning of the year up till around the 5th of July shows us the yearly totals of precipitation deficits. We're generally at around normal here in the whites, a little bit below normal in the yellows here across portions of Bergen or Passaic counties here, and of course where all the rainfall started falling over the last couple of weeks and even month or so across the southeastern Pennsylvania region and also central and southern New Jersey, our average is about 25% above normal now. Did have some very heavy rain, which caused some flooding here late last evening in Bucks County. They had 8-inch deep water on several of the roadways. That's just an incredible amount of water coming down from the sky. And also here in parts of Hartford, in Pleasant Hills in Maryland here, we had swift water rescues as a result of some of the heavy downpours, and of course water up to the door of a van flowing across Gorman Road between Foundry Street and Free State Drive. A flash flood was in effect for Howard County last night. This is a Doppler radar estimate here showing better than 2 to locally 3 inches of rain in parts of eastern Pennsylvania last evening and across the just west of the I-95 corridor here going into Maryland, where rainfall rates anywhere from 1 to even locally 3 inches fell over a short period of time. It's a very blocked up pattern indeed. Here's our upper level low that is weakening now over across central Pennsylvania, and it's still going to be providing us with warm air mass in place, tropical air mass in place. Look at this incredible amount of water vapor all the way from the Gulf of Mexico channeled all the way up to the eastern United States. This means that showers and thunderstorms that do develop will be gully gushers in some spots. Here we find another upper level low and moving across the Great Lakes region, or about to enter the Great Lakes region just north of the Great Lakes. And here is our convection waning a little bit this morning and now beginning to fire up once again across central Texas. This is the leading edge of a cold front that will make it through the region and then eventually stall out again by Thursday. I want to show you the upper level winds here at the upper levels of the atmosphere because they're parallel to the flow. So that means that this cold front will be a slow mover through the region. If we take off the winds and put in the fronts here, here is our trough of low pressure here and our area of low pressure with our warm front moving through the region this morning. Notice the amount of drying that's beginning to take shape now across central and western Pennsylvania. This means the atmosphere is probably going to become more unstable as we head into the afternoon hours once again. That's the way the national charts are going to look like for the next couple of days into early next week from the Weather Prediction Center. Here's our area of low pressure and our warm front. And the cold front is the question here. As we move into the day on Wednesday morning, the front will be approaching and it will begin to stall out across the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys here with waves of low pressure moving along it. That means we'll get into a brief drying period with high pressure in control by the time we get to Thursday night, early Friday morning. But before that, more showers and thunderstorms will be moving into the area. Now, by the time we get to Friday, the front's going to stall out to the south. It looks like Friday could be a drier day around here, but I wouldn't get so used to that. Saturday looks to be dry with an onshore flow as well, with high pressure in control, but the frontal boundary will be stalled out with more waves of low pressure moving in towards the Great Lakes region. The front will begin to pass through the region again. By the time we get to Sunday, the atmosphere will become unstable in the warm sector again, and a prefrontal trough of showers and thunderstorms will be once again redeveloping later this weekend once again. And it's a busy, soupy summertime forecast for aviational flying as well. Ceilings are at or below 1,200 feet this morning in many of the areas here with MVFR and IFR conditions and limited IFR. And these ceilings will begin to improve as the winds shift to the southwest, and then isolated showers and thunderstorms will be possible, especially over eastern Pennsylvania and the Delmarva during this afternoon and evening. And then again by tomorrow, another round of potential MVFR and IFR conditions. Restricted in showers and thunderstorms. The highest chances will be in the afternoon and evening as the cold front makes its way through. West to southwest winds at under 20 knots. Friday through Saturday night, VFR winds at or under 10 knots. Right now, outside of Newark, it's soupy. It's 77, dew point 72. That's very uncomfortable. Humidity 83%. The wind is southeast and barely at 5. And ceilings will be improving this afternoon, but then there will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms around the region too, but most of these should be to the west of the terminal. Now Philadelphia right now is basically in VFR, 78 degrees, dew point 72, humidity 82%, the wind is out of the south at 9. Again, we'll be monitoring for the scattered to broken cloud cover this afternoon and perhaps some showers and thunderstorms making their way through this region and parts of the Delmarva later this afternoon and evening. Surf zone forecast for the New Jersey and Delaware beaches. Mostly cloudy today. There is a chance of showers mainly this afternoon. Temperatures in the lower 80s, upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delmarva region. Southerly winds at around 10 miles per hour. Surf around 3 feet. Dominant period every 6 seconds. Surf temperature around 71. UVI index is high at 9, so sunscreen's a must. There's a low risk of rip currents, but remember, never swim alone. Always swim in guarded areas, and definitely have a flotation device with you. The next, and there is a moderate threat of lightning today and thunderstorms this afternoon. The next high tide at Belmar will be at 12:27 this afternoon. And we definitely have a strong to moderate El Nino in place, and the regions where the convection is the heaviest is over the dateline and points to the west, even though all sectors are in El Nino conditions right now. The shift back towards the central and western Pacific means that all of these greens here, that's where air is rising, and that's producing the troughiness in the eastern United States, the ridge in the west. And what's going on south of the Aleutian Islands here with our positive PDO means that this is a fight back with typhoons recurving, and this means trouble on the way for the eastern United States, with the foreseeable future not showing much change in the weather pattern at all. And the 6 to 10 day precipitation and temperature outlooks from the Climate Prediction Center shows us near to slightly below normal in the temperature department over the next 6 to 10 days, and wouldn't you know it, above average precipitation percentiles showing up across the eastern United States. Now, once we get into the 8 to 14 day period, again, troughiness developing with our blocking pattern, our negative NAO and Arctic oscillation in place here. It means below heights and below temperatures here for the next 8 to 14 days in the eastern United States as we fight back the ridge off the east coast, and then precipitation once again in the airflow here that is converging between polar, marine, and tropical. Above average precipitation as foreseen over the next 14 days. We'll be flirting with temperatures in the 80s north today and temperatures close to 90 with heat indices in the low to the upper 90s across the Delmarva region this afternoon. So it could be a period of a couple of hours of a heat index advisories, but right now the National Weather Service is saying that they're not going to issue them just because it's just for a few hours, but nonetheless going to be very uncomfortable to be outside during today. Now the GFS maps into motion shows the cold front approaching tomorrow morning with a wave of low pressure moving into southeastern Canada. Again, with the precipitable water values as they are right now, any showers and thunderstorms that develop over the area will be capable of producing very heavy downpours, strong, brief, gusty winds. And because the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere are much more warmer than the nearly surface temperatures, we're going to, well, not nearly surface temperatures, but because of the atmosphere as a whole stacked vertically is very warm, we're not looking for severe weather, but any of these thunderstorms will be capable of heavy downpours which will cause urban and small street flooding. So you don't want to be caught outside in any culverts during this afternoon or evening, and for that matter probably not tomorrow either. And the front will be moving through the region and then stall out, and that means that more showers and thunderstorms will be introduced into the area again by Thursday and Thursday night. GFS not showing it as much as some of the other modeling is showing, but we'll have to be monitoring this for showers and thunderstorms once again moving over the same regions as they did on Wednesday. So everybody's going to see some kind of rain throughout the region. The forecast becomes a bit more muddled as we head into the weekend. Drier conditions look probable on Friday and Saturday, then the warm front returns on Sunday. Guess what? So do the showers and thunderstorms once again. So it's definitely a summertime pattern where everybody's going to have to keep themselves mindful to the skies, and definitely keep yourself hydrated as well. We're in for some rocky road weather over the next couple of days, and in possibly even the beginning of or the later part of the weekend into early next week again, as cold fronts attempt to make it through the region and then stall out with waves of low pressure moving along them. This is our summer, folks. Keep your umbrellas handy. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Keep your eyes to the sky and be safe out there.